So he hunts, right, which is not a problem, right? The configuration in and of itself doesn't cause me as much problem with him bouncing back and forth, right? It's because sometimes he catches odor, and then he has to go off course to do so.
Right.
In order to get him the better pattern again, he said the dog go for success until we condition him to pattern and focus on the boxes themselves, which is all about your setup.
Okay.
So if you want to change that, then continue to
Just a
search
straight
boxes
line.
in a linear
Okay.
fashion, right? Or in a larger circle, some kind of configuration that will
Yeah.
force him to go in a certain direction
Yeah.
and check each in a box
Okay.
without having to make those types of decisions.
Right.
Right? Especially when they're this close in proximity.
Right.
He could smell odor in that box from over here.
Yeah, right.
He clearly did that, right?
Right.
So that part of it is not a concern. The least tension is what's causing him to do the Scooby
Yeah,
Scooby
yeah,
Scooby
yeah,
Doo,
yeah.
right? So again, sometimes when they're in close proximity like that, they're chasing odor. Sometimes you have to go with it, and it's up to you to be able to manage that the way you need to manage it, right? This right here will cause him to Scooby Doo every single time.
Okay.
Right? Any kind of leash pressure, coupled with his movement, is going to cause him to do whatever he has to do, right? So I can't cast him like luggage to get him where I want to go, right? It's because when he pulls that way, he Scooby Doos. If I go like this, it locks him in place, right? It's because of the tension of the leash. See, his normal response is to go back,
Right.
right? So again, how you cast him, right, is very important, right? Keep the loose leash, right, and then you guide him around,
Okay.
right? You're trying to cast him forward into a spot, and he can't do it,
Okay.
right? And then he starts to
Scooby Doo. Yeah,
wants
that's
to
good
back
word
up,
for it. Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden, everything gets all out of control, right? And then it kind of messes you up because now I got a luggage in my hand, and then I'm trying to configure him around like this, right?
Yeah.
So again, a lot of it is just leashing.
Okay.
Positive things he's searching,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes starting off without clarity, but he is searching, right? So we take that win, right? And now it's about you just kind of managing your leash,
Okay.
if you will. You know, kind of went over order one time. Okay, fine. Jumping on the box down there. It's probably because you kept him in there for too long. And when he had an adjacent box that had odor in it, right? So how it may have been propagating down there, I'm not for sure. But because he stood on it, that was an indicator to you.
Right, which he does, and sometimes it's right and sometimes it's
Right.
not.
So again, watch his nose. If he's trying to source odor in the box, right? That's what you're looking for. Those things that precede all this other activity.
Okay.
He steps on a lot of the boxes.
He does.
But what he didn't do, he didn't try to source
Put his
anything in the
nose on
box,
it. Okay.
right? Which the other boxes, he tried to source odor in the box
Right.
before he gave that activity.
Right. That's right.
Okay? So when you go back and look at the video, that's what I want you to look for. It's like, well, what did you do before you stood on the box?
Okay.
If it was nothing, then it's nothing.
No, that's
Right.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Suggestions. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Bubba.